So, very good evening and welcome to the implementation week. And how are you all today? Type down in the chat box and let's start the day with a great excitement. So, how this entire event is going to be there and what are we going to cover? Let's go deep dive into it about the implementation. Now, why we decided to come into implementation is we are learning a lot of things, but when it comes to execution, that is the time we require speed. And what are we going to cover is the small and the minutest aspect when the entire funnel aspects are concerned, the entire online business methodology is concerned. Yes, good to see everyone. Type down in a chat box your name so that I know that you are therein. SRM, good to see you. Ranjit ji, good to see. Girish ji, I saw you. Naresh, yes. Kamlesh ji, Shruti, good. Girish, I could see you. Narayan ji, I could see you. Shamla madam, I could see you. Fantastic. Okay. Just checking. A lot of people would have kept your notepads and pen ready. Oh, good. Anthony, good to see you. A lot of people would have kept your notes, pad, and pen ready. If yes, type down a chat box. Yes, if you do not have, I give you this time to just grab one. Yes, Kirit bhai, I saw you too. Yeah, Narayan Biroli good to see. Sunil Desai, good to see you. Yeah. So if you don't have pen and pad, please ensure that you have this thing in place. I'm going to start with basics. Yes, Meghnadullah, good to see you. Muninji, good to see you. Yes. I'm going to cover everything from basics, even though if you have a lot of knowledge about it, but at the same point, yeah, Rachna madam, good to see you. Yeah. So if the chat goes fast, it becomes difficult. So let me start and just give me one moment. Yeah. Okay. So let me start with the implementation week. What are we going to cover? Number one, we are going to cover about funnel designs, lead magnets, law of offer, high scripts. Second day, credibility building, copywriting secrets, VSL creations, and organic lead generation. Third day, we are going to cover about is paid marketing, objection handling, follow-up secrets, email framework, and automation. Right? These are all we are going to cover. And yes, I'm going to give you an offer. If you would go for Prism funnels, you have great things to be going across. Rules, finish what you start. It's easier that just the day first, let me enter, let me see what it is, explore it. I would say 3 days continuously. If you're going to commit yourself, type down a chat box. I see, that is I commit. Okay. Sir, काम आ गया, क्या करूं? I have something to do. Nothing doing, my friends. 3 days. I want your complete attention in this game because we are going to deep dive in lot of factors, which is actually going to be game changers. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. If you take things lightly, kabhi aaya, kabhi nahi aaya, the same thing happens in business also. Take lot of notes, execute, not just listen. This is going to be an implementation. That's why we have said implementation. You have to do homeworks. You have to do this particular thing so that you get the better thing. Your mind will resist to change. But at the same point of time, if you act, you will get results. Okay. So do whatever, do it before you doubt it. And this is a game. And what kind of game is this? Invest rupee 1 and get 2 rupees out of profits. Then customer acquisition is fun. If you today invest something and if you don't get anything in result, that's where the challenge happens. So let's focus on what do we practically believe. There are people available on internet who are wanting the information to be reached by you. And that social media network, people are there, we just need to reach to them. And the best aspect is they are available 24/7, but we are available hardly for some time. So how do we create that atmosphere so that interested people will come in with the help of lead magnets. They enter into the sales funnel. Why sales funnel? Because we do not want to meet everyone. We want to meet those people who are interested. At the same point of time, we do not want to leave those who are not into the flow of meeting today. They were interested, that is why they got into our system, but we need to nurture them well. And that is the first step that is known as attract the prospects online. The second is going through the landing page. Why landing page? To build credibility of ourselves so that people know who we are and how different are we as compared to the entire industry. The bigger challenge happens, that is when everybody is doing the same thing, you lose your own value. If you want to create your own value, be different. Type down a chat box, I am D, that is I am different. Correct? I am different. Bring them to a calendar. Let them fix your appointments. And today, you are going to have a shock of your life with understanding of how can people pay consulting fees or probably meeting fees to you. How many of you would love to get meeting fees with yourself? Type down a chat box, I. If they fix up an appointment, they should be paying money to you. So the follow-up happens. Suppose the person comes to landing page. He either fixes up an appointment or he doesn't fix up an appointment. But with the help of your mails, you nurture them, finally leading to the appointment, presentation. That leads build trust and credibility, finally monetizing with the help of sales and profits. Let's go. Lot of people are already my silver participants. We have not involved a lot of people. These are all silver, gold, and diamond participants. Please write down. If you are silver, type down a chat box silver. If you are gold, type down gold. If you're diamond, diamond. Lovely. Diamond, silver, silver, diamond, gold, diamond, silver, gold. Yeah, we have not invited anybody out of the community. Mostly everyone is there from silver and diamond. Okay, lovely. So I've been there in the industry for almost 2000, from 2002, that is nearly about 21 years now. Belong to a business class family. Had a dream to build my own unique business. Learned the business, trained over 1.5 lakh people, more than 5,000 online, run a dedicated community of professionals through my signature program, online insurance sales mastery, and founder of Prism Funnels. And this is the latest venture that we want to help insurance professionals, financial professionals to take this business on online and reach to masses. Coming to some self-performance. When it comes to performance, these are some of the performance. And when it comes to the online people, here is the list of the people out of the some few people where I've been constantly in interaction with. Okay, let's go deep. What is marketing funnel as per you? Type down in the chat box, what do you mean by marketing funnel? What is a marketing funnel? It's a place where you first interrupt the attention of the person. Remember, best marketing is when you are in a position to grab the attention of the person when he is looking or he is not looking forward for. Interrupt is the pattern interrupt. So suppose, can we get the PPT? No, my dear friends, you will not get the PPT after this. You are not going to get recordings also of this. Only funnel participants will be having access to this for multiple times. So interrupt is basically you are actually capturing the attention of the person. What happens when you see a sale? when you see a hoarding, when you see a newspaper ad, suddenly they interrupt your thought pattern. When you see a trailer of a movie, what happens? You are actually getting interrupted with a thought pattern. Attract is when you are engaging your potential prospect to get in touch with you, to get some value and the benefit. That is attract. Navigate. Once the person is getting some value for the input that you are providing, that is the time he will think of reaching out to you. That is the start of the journey. He gets his out of the comfort zone to reach to you. That is, you are navigating him. Finally, he comes to meet you. That is meeting. And then happens with sale. This is known as marketing funnel. So, system to reach people through digital media is right, but behind the system, there is lot of small pieces that need to be connected. And what we are going to learn, that is how do we connect those pieces so that we can monetize our efforts. So what is marketing? When you see, how many of you have seen these kind of ads? Type down a chat box me if you have seen these kind of ads. So what happens when you see this kind of ads? What happens when you see these kind of ads? You might have seen in Amazon, you might have seen on Flipkart, you might have seen on so many people. People get attracted. Urgency is created. Okay. Get attracted. So what is the next step that you do after you get attracted? What is the next step that you do after you get attracted? Take action if interested. Okay. Explore. That's right. Go for the kill. Get into the details. Buy it. Try to reach out. So there is an awareness stage and then there is a consideration stage. Let me consider whether this is for me or no. Let me understand whether this is for me. So, do these people, when they do this ad, are they 100% sure that their strategy is going to work? No. SRM says no. 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 It's a law of average. Okay. Maybe. Kirit sir says yes. Okay. 50-50. Not for all. Not always. Not sure. But many a times they work on some experiment basis. Experiment is essential and inevitably. Initially, you may get, when you invest rupees 1, you may get 50 paise. Most of the people, they get stuck here and they say, no, sir, this is not working for me. This is not for me. If you keep on consistently doing it, you invest 1, you get 1. You invest 1, you get 1.5. And you invest 1, you get 2. How many of you agree and understand that this is a process? If you agree, type down a chat box A. Now, if you are someone who does not have a mindset of investing into ads, that's a challenge. Because you can never reach out to people till the time you don't invest in your ads. Amit, but what if I do organic? If I do Facebook, Instagram? Yes, it helps me in influence building. But at the same point of time, Facebook, Instagram, they also know that you are going to earn money by participating in this. If you are going to earn money, then why not the platform that promotes you earns money? If you agree, type in the chat box, yes. So you are doing business, they are also doing business. So if you are with the mindset that, no, sir, I will get everything free, this will not be a long term game for you. It may be a short term game, but maybe not a long term game for you, because your algorithms of your Facebook, your Instagram completely checks every activity that is happening. And I have seen this multiple times. When I do some promotional post that reaches to only 100 and 200 people, from that I understand that how smart their algorithm is. If they see some link happening, when they see some sales promotional thing happening on the either image, forget about the text, even in the image, their systems can easily capture the data and can stop your post. How many of you did not know this? Type down a chat box DNK. So when it comes to your actions, it has to be consistent action for investing in ads. Now, I know that point will come whether investing in ads are profitable or it is loss. And we are going to discuss this thing at length with how it will come to profitable. So, for example, how many of you have seen Bajaj Capital doing these kind of ads? Type down a chat box me. Correct. So if they do not get revenue or profits out of this, do you think they would ever do it? No. That means that they are in a position to generate revenue. How are they in a position to generate revenue? But they are big fish. This is a big mistake, Deepak. The point is, nobody is big, nobody is small. The strategy is right. The strategy is right. They have a process and a method so that if they get a lead, how do they nurture? They have a process in place. Unfortunately, we do not have a process in place, and nor we even think about it because we feel it's expensive. It's a customized process running ads targeting on one specific segment and having a cost to conversion ratio that is philosophy. Absolutely, yes. And at the same point of time, they know how to gain out of every ads they spend. Process lead by system. Yes. Now let me say, I was doing this research and I found out not just retirement planning, but have you seen life insurance companies doing ads? How many of you have seen that? Type down a chat box me. How many of you have seen health insurance companies doing ads? How many of you have seen equity market and stockbrokers running ads? Sir, financial market, people don't reply. Product market is different, but the service market is different. These are all examples of service market. Mutual fund companies running ads. Financial planners running ads. If this thing works, they have a process in place. And that's what, can we as an independent advisor, can we run these kind of ads? Type down a chat box, yes, no. I know somebody would be, maybe, let's see whether it works. I would say, please shut down with your brain because your brain does not really help you to explore yourself. Because unless and until you do not try yourself at the next level, you are never going to win. I know there are some participants sitting over here who have already burned their amount. I'm aware completely about that. But you are going to discover your own self with the process. I mean, do people believe this? Let us understand. And I want you now, for the another 10 minutes, I'm going to ask you to go through this. And after 10 minutes, I'm going to ask you, what have you learned out of it? Are we ready? Type down a chat box R. Can you all listen?
मैं अनम्यूट करना भूल गई। हेलो बैच ऑफ 2022। वैसे ये तो हमारा ऑफिशियल नाम है, अनऑफिशियली हमें कोविड बैच भी बुलाते हैं। बट आज हम सब पास हो रहे हैं एंड थैंक यू टीचर्स एंड स्टाफ हम सबको झेलने के लिए, वो भी ऑनलाइन। ऑफ कोर्स दुनिया तो यही कह रही है कि अरे ये लोग पास हो रहे, ना कभी स्कूल गए, प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस जीरो, रिपोर्ट कार्ड में क्या लिखोगे, अचीवमेंट्स, बस पड़े रहे 2 साल घर पे। दुनिया ने तो हमारा रिपोर्ट कार्ड लिख दिया, पर दुनिया ये नहीं जानती कि हम क्या लिखेंगे। मैं लिखूंगी पेकट्स हुए, फिर भी मेरी फीस पूरी भरी गई। माँ को एक सेकंड भी बैठे हुए नहीं देखा ताकि मुझे ऑनलाइन क्लास के बीच उठना ना पड़े। पापा को ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर से सांस लेते हुए देखा, पर सभी पापा को यही चिंता थी कि मेरी केमिस्ट्री की पढ़ाई ठीक से हो रही है या नहीं। जब पूरी दुनिया को पता नहीं था कल क्या होगा, हमारा फ्यूचर सिक्योर करने के लिए हमारे पेरेंट्स ने कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ी। और ये जो हमने इनसे सीखा, ये कोई भी टेक्स्ट बुक नहीं सिखा पाती। बड़ी से बड़ी मुश्किलों से बाउंस बैक करने का ये टफ चैप्टर। आज हम सब प्राउडली आगे बढ़ सकते हैं क्योंकि आप हमेशा हमारे साथ डट के खड़े रहे एंड इसीलिए आपको हमारे जैसा बैच कभी नहीं मिलेगा। थैंक यू।
जब अपनों का साथ हो और लाइफ इंश्योरेंस का भरोसा, तो हर मुश्किल से बाउंस बैक मुमकिन है। HDFC लाइफ, सर उठा के जियो।
श्वेता, फर्स्ट डेट।
पैसे हैं?
हाय।
थोड़े पैसे डाल दो ना अकाउंट में। अरमानों के सिक्के पॉकेट में भरे हम चले हैं।
कोई अच्छी जगह ले जाना।
निकरा, कोई अच्छी जगह लेके जाना। किसी अच्छी जगह लेके जाना।
कोई अच्छी जगह लेके जाना।
चले हैं।
ऑर्डर ले ले। टैक्सी लेते हैं, अच्छी जगह चलते हैं।
मेरे ख्यालों ने जिया ये पल कई बार है। ये रौनके तेरे होने से है। खोए तुम हो और खोए हम हैं।
मेरे पास तो सिर्फ पेटीएम है।
सिर्फ पेटीएम काफी है किसी भी QR कोड को स्कैन करने के लिए।
वक्त से थोड़े पल चुरा के हम रुके। पहले से हम थोड़े करीब हैं और दिल ये मेरा थोड़ा अमीर है। पहले से हम थोड़े करीब हैं और दिल ये मेरा थोड़ा अमीर है।
आकाश ना?
अरे हाँ।
One small nacho and one small popcorn.
अरमानों के सिक्के पॉकेट में भरे हम चले हैं और दोस्तों से थोड़ी धूप उधार लिए
ये स्मॉल पॉपकॉर्न छोड़ो, लेट्स डू अ बिग मील।
हम चले हैं। खोए तुम हो और खोए हम हैं। पहले से हम थोड़े करीब हैं और दिल ये मेरा थोड़ा अमीर है। गुजारिश मेरी चांद से, 2 पल जरा तू ठहर तो ले। पहले से हम थोड़े करीब हैं और दिल ये मेरा थोड़ा अमीर
तू चलता जा, रास्ता खुद बन जाएगा, तेरे यकीन से अंधेरा तू मिटाएगा, अपने कदमों से बनाते जा अपने निशान, मंजिल तो छोटी चीज है, तू पाएगा जहां, रुकेगा तू ना कभी, देखे हैं ख्वाब तूने भी, देखे हैं ख्वाब तूने भी, देखे हैं ख्वाब तूने भी, देखे हैं ख्वाब तूने भी।
जब तक हम हैं तब तक तो सब ठीक है, हमारे बाद
डोंट वरी, मैंने सब प्लान किया है।
औरों से कठिन रास्ते हैं तेरे, औरों से बड़ी मुश्किलें हैं तेरी, तेरी मुट्ठी में बंद है मगर लकीरें तेरी, अपने कदमों से बनाते जा अपने निशान, मंजिल तो छोटी चीज है, तू पाएगा जहां, रुकेगा तू ना कभी, देखे हैं ख्वाब तूने भी, देखे हैं ख्वाब तूने भी।
चेकमेट।
देखे हैं ख्वाब तूने भी, देखे हैं ख्वाब तूने भी।
अपनों को हर मुश्किल का सामना करने के काबिल बनाओ।
So, what you're learning? Emotional ad moved us, lot of emotions. They stir up your emotions, persuasive, planning. Impossible is nothing. Family, practice. How many of you saw that these were all educative ads? Typed on a chat box me. Ads can create havoc. These are all educative ads. These are all things that had brought revolution in the system. Paytm, once upon a time, people did not use it. As on today's period of time, it has become an inevitable part of life. Okay, I've just halted with just 3 ads like this. But I want you, today's assignment is to go through the YouTube channel and check out some of the emotional ads that can practically educate you. Start with what you have. Road ahead will be followed. Absolutely, yes. Buying decision is triggered by emotions. Yes, absolutely. And that's where why people should connect you on the internet space is very, very clearly defined here. That is, if this ads can create revolution, your personal ads can also create revolution in attracting the right prospects. If you agree, type down a chat box A. So it's the type, the quality that matters over the action. It's not just the action, but the quality action matters. But the big problem is why there is no creativity in business. Why do we keep on doing the same things up till now? Oh, I've not shared the screen. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 moment. Yeah. Yeah. Professional touch is required. Yes. Why there is no creativity? Why do we keep on doing the same thing that we are doing? Why do we not have any change? Where does our time go? What activities are we engaged in? I want you to take the screenshot and 2 minutes of your time to just think and dwell upon what are the activities that you're doing in the current level that is keeping you stuck at that and same place. If you would like to share in the chat box, you can keep on sharing with your chat box so that I know what is the place that is keeping you stuck and hung at that particular place. Till now, we were being asked to sail and nothing else. Yes, that's right. Now, there is short term and there is long term. If there is a short term scenario, you will always be only in today. But remember, our business is not only for today, but for the rest of the life. Create mota doubt. Yes, it's a doubt. That's a bigger game. Quality leads. So my question is, what is keeping you at a stuck position? We are in firefighting situation only. Absolutely yes, Bhavish. We are always into firefighting situation. Skill we don't have. That's right. I have social media addiction. Fantastic. So now you know what is taking your time away. Worry and less confidence. Yes. We always want to do improved manner, but doubt to take a skill method. Absolutely yes. Let's understand. The big problem is we are into a very vicious cycle. Our world is full of all other activities that is taking your time. It may be servicing, operation, customer support, marketing, and sales. 80% of our time goes into the activity that is a non-revenue generating activity. And only 20% of the time goes in the high revenue generating activity. And that is marketing and sales. If the marketing is poor, from where can you generate profits? If there is no constant leads, From where are you going to generate profits? And now, when we realize that what are the things that is actually taking away your time, the easier process is to start thinking about, can I shift 80% of my time into revenue generating activities and just 20% into the non-revenue generating activities? Can I shift that? But Amit, if I don't do my servicing, if I don't do my operations, if I don't do my customer support, then my right now income will be impacted. And I agree with you. I have been to that particular place and I know this, and thereby it comes, if 80% time, if I invest into marketing and sales and delegate balance all the time which is available to all those people who can help me to stay focused, or all those systems and the processes that help me to stay focused, how many of you think that can actually turn your game into a complete success? Type down a chat box me. But Amit, my bigger problem is I am a one-man show guy. And because I'm one-man show, I have to do all these things. I do not have staff, nor I have a salary to pay, because I myself is struggling. How many of you like this? Type down in the chat box, I. You are not alone. You are not alone. Do you know 90% of the freelancers have this problem? 90% of the freelancers have this problem. They are one-man show operating, doing firefighting from every point of time, and have nothing else but just stay focused of living their life on today basis, forgetting about what can they achieve with their own business and life. Okay. So then what is the solution? What can I delegate into a process in the system that can, whatever time I'm putting gives me more profit? For example, putting out my business on systems. If I cannot afford more number of people, can I rectify my system into a better way that can help you to extract maximum out of the effort? That can I do? Can I do this? Yes. And this is the point when I want you to understand what are the tasks that you can delegate, number one, and what are the tasks that you are doing repetitive, where your time is going, and where you can prevent yourself of infusing into that structure. Like, for example, marketing is important, but as on today's period of time, do you have a constant process of marketing? Type down a chat box, yes or no. No, because you don't have proper process of marketing, there are no meetings. I'm sitting here right now with you. In the morning, I completed one online insurance sales batch of 100 participants. You all know that I have no other way except doing online. And my systems I have set in such a manner so that every Saturday, Sunday, I get continuously new breed of participants. And now the process is very, very clear. If the systems have started working, it's the time to scale. But today, when the first step is not taken, forget about scaling. Where can it happen scaling? If you agree, type down chat box A. You are an exclusive person, Amit. No, Jayashree madam, not at all. I was not the same. Last 3 years back, I have developed it. And my only thing happens that is people do not want to commit on their journey to success. And that's a big challenge. We are not ready to commit for the journey of success. We are not ready for grind. We are not ready to take whatever it takes for it. And that's where, the differences of 1% and 99%. Those 1% people, they are so much into the business that they cannot afford to keep their eyes, ears shut. They cannot take breaks. They live breaks, but they cannot breaks. They take breaks from doing business. My question comes over here. Can we delegate the repetitive task to system and processes? If yes, type down in chat box, yes. Lovely. Now I know a lot of people, sir, where will I get money from? So you have to decide. First, do you want to grow or do you want to get stuck into your own cycle of thoughts? How many of you are committed to grow? Type down in chat box, grow. Do you want to grow or you want to get stuck with your own cycle of thoughts? So if you want to grow, आज के बाद मुझे ये कभी बोलना मत, never give me this objection that I don't have money. Never ever talk this, I don't have money. The problem is I am not resourceful. The problem is not I don't have money. The problem is I am not resourceful enough. Money is a very subjective criteria for growth. If you agree, type down a chat box A. And unfortunately, our mind is full with these kind of thoughts. I would say, please get these thoughts into place so that you have only one thing to focus, that is business, business, and business. I know a lot of people, sir, for you it is easy. You don't know what kind of life I am living. You don't know what is the kind of challenge that I am going through. My dear friends, stop pitying yourself. Stop pitying yourself. Nobody is going to come to solve your problem. You accept you yourself. And who in the life does not have a problem? Who in the life who does not say that, yeah, my life has become king? Do you know that Mukesh Ambani has his level of problem? The point is, you are engrossed so much in small problems that you are never even thinking about big problems. When you encounter big problems, all these problems will look as a small problem. If you agree, type down a chat box A. So now that I know that, okay, I can delegate, I can provide with the system, I can do a lot of stuff. Now comes the three major big triangle over here, that is the business acceleration triangle. And that is new leads, continuous appointments, and steady sales. This process is a proven process for the world. It's not only for our industry, but for the entire world. New leads, new appointments, and steady sales. These are all interrelated and interconnected in all the businesses. If you do not have new leads, you are never going to have new appointments. And once you are not going to have new appointments, you are not going to have steady sales. Now, I'm not talking about sometimes. I'm asking about getting predictability in business. Sir, I know my conversion ratio is 5%. I know my conversion ratio is 10%. I know my conversion ratio is 20%. I know my conversion ratio is 1%. I want each one of you to start talking like this. What is my conversion ratio? My conversion ratio, lead cost, all those kind of words that keeps you on track to understand where is where is my standing in business? New leads, continuous appointments, and steady sales. How many of you can see, because there is no steady sales, there is no income. And because there is no income, your mind always stops you from acting something new. If you agree, type in the chat box, yes. Because no steady sales, no income. Because no income, you are not innovating. And it is said, when you are not innovating, you are dying. What is the alternative? You tell me. The alternative, sir, you know my faith. I'm born to struggle in life. Sir, you know what? I've tried possibly everything, but the things are not really working in my favor. Learned helplessness. Lovely word, Ranjit ji. It's a fantastic, it's a learned helplessness. And who made you learn this? Our own self-communication. So now what do? We are in these 3 days, we are going to just look on these 3 fundamentals: generation of leads, continuous appointments, and steady sales. Generation of new leads, getting continuous appointments, and keep trying, and trying. I would say, please adapt to one particular process and just follow it. One concept which I always say is, instead of trying too many things, it's rather to become a big fish in a small pond compared to a small fish in a big ocean. The strategy is very simple and very, very proven. It's better to be a big fish in a small pond rather than becoming a small fish in a big ocean. Rather than trying to cater to everything, you can never dominate your niche. And now the point is not about going yourself online. Now the conversation is, how do I dominate that industry? How many of you want to dominate a certain industry? Type in the chat box, me. I want to dominate a certain industry. Lovely. What is the difference? In small pond, you are observed fast. You are looked upon fast. The struggle becomes lesser because all others are trying into the big ocean with small activities. Rather, you have mastered the art of dominating that small pond. And that's why your authority in that subject becomes better. So if you are trying, sir, मैं ये भी कर लेता हूँ, वो भी कर लेता हूँ, I'll do that also, I'll do this also, and this my time, I know my time is, I'll do it. No, my dear friends, I want you to select one specific area and a specific focus. So you spend more time acquiring customer, one who spends more to acquire the customer wins. The meaning of this statement is, the one person who invests more, spends more to acquire one customer wins. Now, lot of us have this habit. If I'm investing right now, I should be gaining this right now. How many of you have this mindset? Type down a chat box, me. If I invest right now, I should be gaining it right now. Correct. How many of you understand that business is the matter of consistency? Type down in chat box, I. Business is the matter of consistency. There is a science behind everything. Now, the first customer when you acquire is expensive, but when the customer does a repeat sale, it is a profit. If you agree, type down chat box A. But sir, the problem is we do not know. Number one, how many customer comes to us. We do not know how many of them they go for next. What is the faith that I do with my existing customers? What is it I do for my progressive customers? And there we lack with the system. If we agree, type down a chat box, yes. So, all these things I'm telling you out of my own experience. Prism Funnels is a system where we created it right now. Before that, we were also struggling, to be honest. We did not have the process. We did not have a system. Manually, kitna karega aadmi? How much a person will do manually? You have a limitation when you do manually. And I was struggling, practically speaking, operating multiple stuff, either bhi thoda, udhar bhi thoda, this CRM, that answer, this is how the life of confusion is all about. And ultimately, I used to see that is, I know there was a lot of potential business in my existing customers, but still my thought process of acquiring new customers left out the money on table. If you agree, type down a chat box A. Because we don't have the process, because we don't have the system, the existing people, they are in a position to give me more, but I do not have the process to reach them. Okay, let me ask you. If you have a process, if you even have that 100, 200 clients, and if that 100, 200 clients are nurtured in a scientific manner, how many of you think that additional 10, 15 lakh rupees premium can be taken from that client itself? Type down a chat box, me. But the pricing comes where, sir, softwares are expensive. The point is, sir, that is all fine, but I don't know how to operate. My dear friends, you are leaving the money on table. The cost of inaction is higher as compared to cost of action. The inaction drives you crazy. But if you have set a process, it's a one-time process, but that one-time process can give you freedom for the rest of the life. So even though if your cost of acquisition of one customer is expensive, because of the system that this expense will be converted into huge profits. Obviously, not only from them, but we will surely get many new referrals too in that case. Absolutely, yes, Bhupendra ji. The fact of the scenario is, once you cater to all the needs of the customer, you do not just remain as a financial advisor, but you become like a family financial doctor to them. If you agree, type down a chat box A. Because now you're not only catering from one particular topic, but then you have slowly increased yourself at the next level. And that's the concept which I'm going to show to you today, is known as value ladder. Value ladder. Please type down a chat box, VA, that is value ladder. All the questions that you have in your mind regarding profitability of the business, we are going to cater to it right now at this particular level. The cost of acquisition is expensive to you because you do not have the process of engaging your current database as well as the new database. That is the reason where you are finding it difficult to survive in the market, because you do not have a process of taking themselves from one place to the next journey. So what does this talk? There is a value and there is a price. Okay, there is a value and there is a price. Lower the value, lower the price. Higher the value, higher the price. Amit, I know what is so new about this, but are we monetizing this concept of value and price? People say, Amit, I'm not able to generate leads. My question, what is the value that you are adding in the lives of people so that they can come to you? If I add a value in their life, in turn, they will give me their name, email ID, and mobile number because I have added value in exchange of their name, email ID, mobile number. That's the first level that is known as bait. We will be discussing this concept still further. 3 days are going to be there. You're going to learn a lot of things into it. But the first thing is, if I want to catch the fish, what do I need to do? Float a bait. So, whenever I need the list of interested people in the world of internet, I have to give them a bait. Hook is just to hook them. But with the help of hook, I want in exchange of name, email ID, and mobile number. So if there is a first person who comes to me, and probably I've invested 1,000 rupees to get him, the first thing comes in the minds of the people is, acquiring one client at 1,000 rupees, don't you think it is expensive? My question to you is, what are you doing today when you don't have a client? He said nothing. So my dear friends, out of if you invested 1,000 rupees for a client, and if you meet 10 clients and only one client buy, only with a 1 lakh rupee of premium, is it expensive or economical? Please type down in the chat box. Sir, but that patience is not there with us. What do I do? My dear friends, I do not have an answer for this. What you have to do? I know only one thing, that business doesn't work with emotions. Business works with strategies. Business does not work on your own things which are there in your head. It works with a process. It works with a science. And if you do not follow that science, nor even me, even God cannot help you in this case. The customer will come to a hook only when you put out a bait. Absolutely yes. So the point is, number one is a bait, and then there is a front end offer. What is a front end offer? I give free consultation. That's a front end offer. Amit, what will happen if I give free consultation? This particular word of free is a huge concept in the world, in the life of humanity. Because we want everything for free. We love the word free. And we even know when there is something free, there is ought to pay a cost. How many of you are aware about this? Type down a chat box, I. You ought to pay a cost whenever there is free. We all know, still we would go. We all know when there is a sale outside, is actually raised price and then discounted. That is sale. But still, the sale comes every day. Free don't come free, but we need to pay for that. Absolutely yes. So, what happens when the person comes to you with free? He will be getting guidance. And then it is our own personal ability that we do with our existing clients or existing prospect. Now, if the customer has come to you, it is whose role is to get converting him. Type down in a chat box. Is it the customer or us? Ours. Now, I want you to recognize yourself. If you meet customer, if your closing ratio is less than 20%, you need to upgrade your knowledge and skills so that you get a better closing ratio. But how will you come to know? Today, if you do not have a system and the process to analyze that how many numbers have you met and how many numbers have got converted. If we do not have that process and system in place, how do you know that what area you need modification or rectification? So once the person comes to you with free and you sit along with him, you define the gap areas. Today we are going to discuss about high ticket closing script also. But you define the gap areas, and after that, you give him an opportunity that you have understood this is a gap area. Let's work out a system that can actually take away this pain and start towards the first step for pleasure. That's the place where you are engaging him with a business. Now, people have the tendency of saying push. I do not believe in push system at all. I believe there is a requirement in the market, and if you are somewhere fulfilling the requirement, your product ought to be sold. Let me repeat, there is a requirement in the market, and if you have a product that can help the other person to fulfill that requirement, then the product ought to be sold. If you agree, type in the chat box A. You're going to blow off your mind today, that is for sure. Later in the stage, I'm going to blow off your mind. So no push at all. The days are gone of pushing. The point is how better you are educating people. That's the middle level. And after that, it becomes the back end. What is the cross sell that you are doing? What is the high ticket upsell that you are doing? What is the premium services are you giving to the client? Are you even discussing about the premium services? For that, are we already aware of the premium services, or we are also not aware about the premium services where the huge profits can be taken care of? This is the place where a gradual progression takes place of the customer, right from no interest to highly interested. If you agree, type in the chat box yes. Amit, but what can happen a value add ladder in our case? I know this is a question in your mind. How many of you have this question in your mind? Amit, what is the kind of value ladder into our business? If you have this question, type down a chat box me. Let's understand. What is a bait? A free ebook, a podcast, a blog, a YouTube video, a free webinar. These are all baits. Lead magnets, yes. These are all baits. Now, why will the person give you name, email ID, mobile number just for the sake of it? No, when you show him something, the lead magnet has to qualify my customer. Now, I don't believe in doing cold market at all. I don't believe at all for any point of time. I want you to think today, which is the market that you are catering to and what is the kind of a right lead magnet. So, in physical product, I was listening to one of the examples, said very nicely, this company was selling suits and his lead magnet was cufflinks. They started selling cufflinks for 299 rupees. And then out of 299 rupees, they started selling for 699 a pack of 3 cufflinks. From that, they converted into shirt. So those people who are regularly wearing cufflinks were given some special offer on buying shirt with a discounted price, which the others won't give. But for shirt, they had to come to the showroom to take measurements. And when they used to come to the showroom to give their measurements, they used to end up buying suits. Are you able to see this? Have you observed all big supermarkets? They have chocolates at the end, towards your billing counter. Remember, when you are going to your client, what is the kind of value ladder are you creating for your business? Same, a dentist, free dental checkup or free uh, teeth whitening. What happens when the person goes and shows the teeth to a dentist? The dentist is going to say, you have these many cavities which you have not taken care of. If you don't take care of the cavities right now, you will have to ultimately remove this tooth. Then change the whole set. Free car valuation. How many of you have seen this? Free car valuation. Free blood checkup camp. Free osteoporosis report. Free eye checkup. Amit, what can we do? Free policy checkup. Free one-on-one consultation. Giving small free food and then catching the fish. Yes. And practically speaking, is business just about sales or is it also serving? Type down a chat box. No, I'm saying be very, very clear. Is it both? Business is business. Everybody does business for profits, but at the same point of time, it all depends upon the value you serve to your community. The value you serve will depend upon the quality that you are going to charge. One-on-one consultation, then cross sale, high ticket, premium sales. Let's go deep. What are the first bait for us? Free financial ebooks, budgeting and saving checklist, investment basic webinar, retirement planning mini course, free educational blogs or posts. Amit, but we have never done all these things. That is the reason where you practically need to do. Some people have already done it. I know Ranjit sir have prepared book. There are so many people. Rajya Lakshmi madam had prepared the book. You a lot of people who have already practically done it. But I want you to think out of this, which is the one bait that you are going to choose? One bait that you're going to choose. Please type down in the chat box. What is the one bait that you're going to choose? It may be a checklist. It may be an ebook. It may be anything. Free consultation. What's that one bait? Ebook, mini course, ebook, retirement planning mini course, blogs, podcast, video series. First, second, and third, and free. Yeah. Gap analysis. So, bottom of the ladder. What is the bottom of the ladder is first financial assessment and consultation, basic investment webinars, budget and saving workshops, debt management guide, investment strategy. Now, can you imagine here it is seen investment basic webinars. Here also investment basic webinars, workshop. Now, what can I do? That is, there I send a lead, clearly a defined ebook on strategies for small savings or strategies for wealth building, and appropriately the second level I'm asking to go is let's work out a practical implementation rather than just a theory. So what is happening between the level ground, that is bait, and the entry level? One problem that is created at the bait level is solved at entry level number 1. How many of you can realize this? Type down in the chat box I. How many of you can connect both the things? I want you to write in the chat box about a connecting thing about your bait and level 1. Shamla says did not get it. Okay. So here let us say free financial planning ebook. Okay. What is the next level? Financial assessment and consultation. So this is ebook and this is getting consultation. Are you able to get it? Free book is I am doing it on my own. I am reading through it. And when it comes to entry level, I can help you to implement the strategies that are shown in the ebook. Make sense? This is very, very important because you are going to connect today a lot of dots. I want you to understand between the bait and the level 1. So this is an info. This is an support. This is an previously was. So both we should give. Yes, Shamla, absolutely yes. So I want you to think your own creativity, that what is the first thing that you are going to give and what is the second level that you are going to give. Type down in the chat box, everyone. You can create 5 options for it. Create 5 different options for it. What can you give as a free offer or a free ebook? And then what are you going to give them at the next level? I give you 2 minutes of time, and till that time, let me start with the music. Let me see where is the music. Please take your time at the same point of time and do it. Yeah, free ebook is one thing that you got it.
मैं अनम्यूट करना भूल गई.
Rajalakshmi madam, please write down the name of the book also. E-book and then concurrently what is the second level. Everybody learn from each other's thing. What is the gap analysis? Right now, we are not doing any gap analysis right now. When you are done, type on the chat box, done. So how many of you can realize your one task is done? Your one task is done. Now you know that what is the bait and what I'm going to actually pitch. Ebook Financial Health Checkup. What is the name of ebook? We'll come on that. So financial assessment, investment, webinars, budget and saving workshops. It can be consultation, debt management and investment strategy review. Okay. Now here the customer understands and you build a relationship with the customer or a prospect that you are an expert. Okay. You are an expert. You are building your professionalism as an expert. Now, middle level is advanced investment webinars, tax efficient investment workshops. Establish a planner. Now, see, not necessary that your which I have mentioned is your core area that you are going to work out with. It's just an example over here. You have to create your system of the level up game. Risk management consultation. What is it that is, it may be a cross sale. I'm entering a person with life insurance. I'm going to sell him health insurance as well as home insurance. I'm entering the person with health insurance. Now I'm going to ensure that I'm even focusing on life insurance. Middle of the ladder. Comprehensive retirement planning. Advanced tech and real estate planning. Wealth preservation strategies. Custom investment portfolios. Charity giving. Now I know that somebody will say, these concepts we don't know ourselves. Where are we going to do it? How many of you have this challenge typed on a chat box? Me. Comprehensive retirement, not aware. Advanced tax, not aware. Okay. Now remember, I told you one word that you need to always have with you. What is that word? Type down the chat box. What is that one word that you have to always ingrain in your mind? Type down the chat box. Learning, yes. One more thing. Resourceful. Type down a chat box. Resourceful. No, Sunilji, chat GPT won't work here. If you want to grow yourself, you need to understand that the business works in collaborations. The business work in collaboration. Whenever the thing comes that you are not aware about something, it's the time to understand that who is the good person where you can partner with. And that's where the other 99% of the people, they can't even think about this. If you agree, type down a chat box A. They can't even think. They have only one thing. Oh, sir, what to do, sir? No, nothing is happening, sir. What to say, sir? Enough of that reason. It doesn't really work. It doesn't work. I know that type of the customer is there along with me. I will have to give him a next level of wealth generation. If he is not into wealth generation, he is a factory owner, I have to tie up with something where I can give him a complete 360-degree solution, even in factory insurance. But Amit, you are saying not to do anything else, focusing on one. That's an entry gate. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to upsell to my customer. I am definitely going to upsell to my customer because the money lies in the list. Type down a chat box, list. Money lies in the list. That list is available. How better are we converting them to the next level is important. These are premium services. Private wealth management, allied financial coaching, high network investment advisory. I was thinking, how many of you are aware that all bankers have a premium segment or a premium department completely separate? How many of you are aware about this? Type down a chat box I. What made them to take their business to a premium level? You know why? Because everybody wants to feel like premium. Knowledge, exclusivity, personalization service. Absolutely yes. VIP treatment. Maruti and Nexa. Absolutely yes, Shyamji. You are right. Maruti and Nexa. When Maruti was named as Maruti, a quality premium product was not sold under their brand name because people used to consider Maruti as a new, first timers vehicle. So they had to change the strategy. Similarly, when a customer is there along with you for a next level period of time, it's how you cater to him. So people ask me, Amit, what is your value strategy? Let me share with openly what's my value strategy. You come at 99 rupees with me, 199 rupees with me in my 2 days program. How many of you remember this? Typed on a chat box, me. After that, 199 rupees, you come to my silver program. After the silver program, you come to my gold. From my gold, you come to my diamond. And now with Prism funnels, how many of you can realize that this is a straight migration happening in each and everybody's face? Type down a chat box I. Now, how many of you, the diamond members, tell me, do you see the difference between 199 program and a diamond membership? Type down a chat box. Yes. No. What's your thoughts? Yes. Great, you are, sir. So, Shiva, sir, see, at every step, my role is to be so transparent that this is what. And second thing is, at each stage, there's a different level of value addition. At each stage, that's a different level of value addition. A college level student cannot be taught KG, and a KG level student will never be able to understand the college level education. If you agree, type down the chat box A. You can never be paid just for your launching. Few mentors have guts like you. Thank you so much. But this is what is the belief. Shiva sir, this is the belief that practically when you are growing, you are serving your customer from one level to another level, then to another level, because that one problem is to be substituted with a solution, and the other solution becomes a birthplace for another problem. I'll tell you, jab hum chote the, when we were small, we thought that let's go to the school that will solve our problem. We went to a school. When we came to 10th standard, that is the time when we realized, boss, I was in KG, I was very happy. How many of you agree? Type down in chat box A. But you can never remain in KG for lifelong. And then after that, you go to a college. You felt school was better. Then you said, when I get job, I will be better. You went to the job. That time you understood, yeah, if I would have been college, that was better. Then you went for a marriage. And after that, you know what happens. Azadi gai. So you you got yourself married for what? To live an extra phase of life. So progressiveness is a part of life. If you don't progress, you become stale. If you agree, type down a chat box A. You start stinking. Yeah, you grow or die. Absolutely yes. Behta pani nirmala. Absolutely yes. And that's what is the real system to be operative in our prospects and our clients also. Once they come in, they have tasted your entire way of working with one product. Then you take him to the next product. Then you take him to the third product. Then you take him to the fourth product. And that's where he finds that, boss, you are such a gem. You have everything comprehensive. You have saved me from going from 10 different options because I get complete satisfaction at one level. If you agree, type down chat box A. That is why business is not a transaction, it is a journey. Please write down journey. It is not a transaction, it's a journey. Practically, this course, when we decided to go ahead, and when I attend these kind of courses of implementation week with my mentors, do you know what they charge? Any idea? Any idea what do they charge? Implementation 3 days workshop, 45,000 rupees. Even now, what we are doing is a journey, absolutely. Thousands and thousands of rupees. Yes, 45,000 rupees. I'm telling you, this is 45,000 rupees. People feel, Arey yaar, why? Because, of course, you are a part of my community. If I don't nurture you, what will happen? You will also stay there and there itself. And that is why we have a level of program which I'm going to introduce to you in the process. Now, can there be predictability in business? Type down a chat box, yes, no. Can there be predictability in business? Yes, yes, yes. Somebody said no, I could not read that. It went so fast. Okay. So, I'll tell you, if you do not have predict in the business, that's a challenge. That's a big challenge. So, I want you to understand this. Don't know whether I'm in a position to write with this or no. Yeah, I am in a position. That's good. So, just give me 1 second. I want you to understand the process so that it becomes easy. Sir, shouldn't we call this a positive predictability instead of just predictability? See, so far as you are in a position to play with numbers, whatever you call, it's all good. Let's understand the numbers. Why most of the people, they fear about investing in their businesses because they do not know what is their total numbers. And this is too big. Let me see this. Yeah, this is good. So, suppose I'm investing in ad. Okay. I invest 300 rupees per day. Oh, why is it gone? It goes. Anyways, आप देख पा रहे हैं ना, you are in a position to see. जादू है. Yes, जादू है. Actually, I'm using another board, so I'm not sure. Text option can be selected. Yeah, text option can be selected, but I want to write. So, line with this, let us see. Suppose you're investing 300 rupees, and this 300 rupees you are, yeah, let me put text. That is better. Yeah, come on. Okay. So I invest rupees 300 rupees per day, and I'm anticipating per lead cost is 20 rupees. with the help of ebook funnel. So 20 into 3 divided by 3 is how much? 20 divided by 20. So you get 15 leads. Okay. Now this 15 leads, I get only I anticipate only one appointment. Okay. You did this for 30 days. So you have got nearly 450 leads and 30 appointments. Okay. What is the conversion ratio should I expect out of this? 3 conversions. So I say 3 conversions. With what value? What is the value should I consider here? 75,000, 50,000, 1 lakh. I would consider 1 lakh. So total becomes 3 lakhs. Okay. Shruti, 25,000 for life, for health, but I want you to consider 3 years premium, which works out to be 60,000 rupees. Okay. So somebody said 75. Ishita says 75,000. So let me consider this at 75,000. Chalo, khush ho jao. 0.75 lakhs. This works out to be a total premium of 2.25 lakhs. So when I consider I've invested total 9,000 rupees, and what is the kind of commission that I should anticipate in this? Please type down in the chat box. 30%. So what works out to be 30% of 2.25 lakhs is how much? 75,000, 65,000, 60,000. 22 into 6 is 66,000. So 62, 66, 67,500. Okay. So by investing 9,000 rupees, if I am in a position to generate 67,500 rupees, is that a good business or a bad business? Type down a chat box. Superb business. But I know the challenge. Sir, it sounds good, but it doesn't really work. Remember, I told you, experiment. You are investing 1 rupee, you may get 50 paise. Then you invest 1 rupee, you may get 1 rupee. Then you invest 1 rupee, you get 1.5. Then you invest 1, you get 2. How many of you remember that? Type down a chat box. I. But the question is, am I measuring it? If I am not measuring it, we will not come to know. So once I have crossed these numbers, yeah, we need to measure, but obvious. And that's where, Prism Funnels kicks in. Because there you are in a position to measure how much are you investing and how much are you gaining. You are in a direct relationship to understand what is the state that I can scale myself. So there, here it comes up. So now if 300 rupees investment is giving me one appointment. That means I am approximately investing just 1 hour of day. So then I have a time. How many appointments can you do per day? Type down in the chat box. How many appointments can you do per day? 3 to 4, 5. So let me do. नहीं यार, बहुत है. 3 appointments per day. That means now I know this is a predictable model. I am investing 1,000 rupees per day. And if I do this with a calculation of this, divide by 20 is equal to how many leads? 50 leads. Then what happens? How did you arrive at 20 rupees? This is the industry standard. As on today's period of time, the ebook is downloaded at 15 to 18 rupees. I am considering 20 rupees. When you give them a bait, and that is what you get it. So 1500 leads, it turns to how many appointments? 150 appointments. Boss, 10% na? 10% na? Somebody said 100. चलो खुश कर देता हूं मैं आपको. 100 लीड लिख देता हूं. बस खुश, हैप्पी संदीप जी. ओके. सो 100 अपॉइंटमेंट्स. अभी मुझे आप दिल पे हाथ रख के बताना. सभी लोग ऐसा हाथ करो. Keep this hand like this. Keep it on your heart. And practically tell me, if you are in a position to get 100 leads, what would be your life like? 100 appointments, what would be your life like? Crazy, busy, man. Awesome. King size. Raj Yog. It's just wow. Now, there's 100 rupees. How much conversion should I consider here? 10%. So 10. कितना प्रीमियम पकड़ू अभी? How much is the premium? 75,000. How much it works? $750,000. And how much commission should I consider here? Investment of 30,000 and commission of 2,25,000. Is this predictable or not predictable? Type down in the chat box. Now, अब मैं आपको एक सिंपल बात पूछूं. Do you have a system of doing this? And when you don't have a system of doing it, do you need to practically do it? Now, what is the option do you have? Remain where you are. Second option, remain where you are. And other is do whatever it takes. How many of you are here to do whatever it takes? Type it in the chat box, I. So, life is very easy. You have two choices always, either to do or not to do. Do or not to do. Do or not to do. You are all with choices. Nobody, nowhere is the compulsion. But if you are putting yourself with 30,000 rupees, how many of you agree that the dedication that you have right now needs to be doubled, tripled, quadrupled? Type down in the chat box, me. Now you have the answer, okay? You have the answer. You cannot say, Amit, I was not aware. Now you have the problem and you have the solution also. And if you have the problem, and even if you have a solution, but still you do not execute, only God is there to take care for you. Make sense? Can you do this business predictably? If yes, type down a chat box, yes. And you can challenge me at any of the points. Okay, whenever you feel, no, Amit, I don't think this, you can absolutely challenge me. I will give you all the answers. No, remember one thing, you are learning this for the first time. I bloody practiced it for several times now. हट्टा विधि वो मुझे I don't know. Okay, lovely. Okay, so how many of you are getting confidence that you can practically do this predictably? Type down a chat box me. If you're getting this, that you can do it predictably, type down a chat box me. Lovely. Great. Some statistics that you need to understand is CPL, that is cost per lead. Please type down in the chat box CPL, that is cost per lead. You can just write down in your notes CPL, cost per lead. COCA, cost of customer acquisition. Type down in a chat box COCA, cost of customer acquisition. ATV is average ticket value. That is 50,000 or 1 lakh, that whatever that we have decided. That is ATV, average ticket value. Then LTV, that is lifetime value. This customer, COCA, is a cost of customer acquisition. That is today. If I go with my previous one, I don't know whether it has got saved or it did not get saved. I have no clue. Let me just check. I don't know whether it has got saved. Yeah, it has got saved. Coming over here, if I am getting 2,25,000 rupees after having 100 appointments, that means my cost of acquisition becomes 2,500 rupees. Make sense? Cost of acquiring a customer becomes 2,500. And if I consider 2 lakh, no, I changed these numbers. Sorry, this is 2,25,000 rupees. Okay, 2,25,000, so it becomes 2,250. Okay, and when it comes to how many people bought, 10 people bought. So 22,500 divided by 20. No, how many people bought? 10 people bought. So my cost that I'm enjoying here, profits I'm enjoying here is 22,500 for attracting this quality time that I'm already investing into. That is my per hour, per productive hour. I have earned 22,500 rupees, and that is much higher as compared to average person working in a salary grounds. If you agree, type down a chat box A. So these are the calculations that keeps you motivated. That boss, if I do this process, then this is kind of the results that I can anticipate with my business. Got sense? Because if you don't know this, directly jumping on the funnels will not make anything good. You will always be confused because will this work or will that work? Should I do this? Should I do that? No, I want you to fix yourself that if you are going to work on the online strategy, then you need to be aware about these statistics. You need to get predictability in the business. Please explain this. 2,25,000 rupees is the profit which you have got out of meeting 100 people. That means the cost of acquiring one client, one appointment is 2,250 rupees. Got it? And when you are looking forward for 2,25,000 divided by 10, that is the time that you have invested in the right manner, which is gaining you your profit as 222,500. Is it clear to everyone? Type down a chat box. We do not know our numbers, and that is why we are confused always. Because we don't calculate our own numbers. We do not know where my time is going. And now imagine, you say, Amit, I don't have time for new business. That means you are investing your time for all rubbish activities for which you are paid approximately what? If I say you need a staff and that staff is going to cost you 10,000 rupees, and that 10,000 rupees he works for 200 hours, that means he is charging almost 500 rupees per hour. And today you are practically earning 22,500 rupees per productive hour. Now you tell me, if you are going to waste your energy in all these stupid activities, how are you going to practically increase your income? Do you have any alternative? If your bulb is on, type down a chat box BO. Ads can be run in multiple areas. There is nothing to worry about it. But the first thing is, I want you to get convinced with, boss, I have this great time. And if I'm going to waste that time, nobody is responsible for my lack of business. Okay. Now I want you to think. Fine. Okay, let's take a break for 10 minutes. How many of you want a break for 10 minutes? Type down a chat box I. If you wish to have a break for 10 minutes. Yeah. It's 5:50. We start at sharp 6. Till that time, I'll keep everything on hold. Let me put this on. Okay, so welcome back. Type down a chat box. Pull all the energy back in the chat box, and let's start once again. Type down, everyone. Okay, very good. You're back. Type down a chat box. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yes. So 10 minutes, and now let's start. So I want you to write down in your notepads. Fine, I know that I need customers, but what kind of customers that you want? Who is your customer? Is everybody your customer? The answer is no. Which is that right target audience? Who they are? Because if I want to make my funnel profitable, then it's not about you just running ads. It's not about you just running ads. It's about making the business profitable. So if anybody over here sitting, Amit, I'm trying to work out, but I'm not really getting that great results. My question to you is, how deep do you know your market? How deep do you know what are their pain points? Who are looking for my product? No, not necessary. There are so many people who are looking out for so many things, but are you going to relate to each and every one? No. Retirement planning, but to whom? Retirement planning is my concept, but to whom? Is the retirement planning same for a businessman or a professional? Is the retirement planning same for the person who is earning 30,000 rupees and the person who is earning 1 lakh rupees? So, how deep do I know my market? If I do not know the depth of my market, how can I prepare my right message? If you agree, type down a chat box A. What problems will they pay to solve them? Are they going to pay me to solve that problem? If they are not going to pay me, am I going to sustain in this business? The answer is no. Why people stop ads is because they are not in a position to bring their ads profitable, their business profitable, because they don't know whether their customers are going to pay them or no. If you agree, type in a chat box A. Now, you know what? Everything is a process. I have my dreams and aspiration to go and sell policies to all industrialists in India and abroad, but it doesn't really work. Over a period of time, I need to understand that what is the problem that they are facing so that they will hire me. If they are not facing any problem and still I keep on, no, Mukesh Ambani, I want you to sell you policy. I want you to sell a policy. I am wasting my money to show my ads to him. He's not going to give me any. Is my voice gone? Is my AV clear? Please type down a chat box if my AV is clear. Thank you. Now, once you know the market, then the message would work. If you don't know the market, the message cannot work. If you agree, type down a chat box A. Because the message for every specific type of an audience is different. Whom I am focusing to? Let me show you this. I'm an insurance professional, can help you to plan your retirement life. Number one. If you are a businessman and if you're looking forward for a continuous cash flow, then I'm the solution. Okay. If you are a businessman who have recently started business and you don't know what is your start point, I have a better option because I have catered more than 2,000 of the young entrepreneurs like you. Which option is more precise? Option number 1, option number 2, or option number 3? आधे लोग को तो सर के ऊपर से गया होगा. कितने लोग को ऊपर से गया? टाइप डाउन चैट बॉक्स मी अगर ऊपर से गया. The first is a very generalized statement. Second is a specialist, but third is a super specialist statement. So when it works out to be a right message to the right audience, this is what is to identify that the person who comes and meets you is the real identified person before even he meets you. Make sense, everyone? If yes, type down chat box MS. Make sense. What hook works? What hook works at what place is very important to understand. For a businessman, for continuous cash flow is a different struggle. And for a new businessman, it's altogether a different struggle. At all three make sense. Absolutely yes. But my question is, Kamlesh bhai, are you going to work on all three? Type down in the chat box. Are you going to work at all three? No. What about all things of funnel? Which funnel do I need to use? The first thing is just an awareness stage. So, in the awareness stage, he doesn't know me, I don't know him. Is the awareness stage going to just pay me a higher money? The answer is no, he's not going to pay me higher money. For that, first he has to undergo with the education on the lower side, gain that confidence, and after that, he has to come on the next level. Why does a webinar funnel gives you better? Meenakshi ji, I will not be taking question answers right now. We'll take it at a separate level. Is that okay? Great. At what funnel, what works? Is it a webinar funnel that works? Is it a one-to-one consultation funnel that works? Or is it only a lead funnel, that is a telephone funnel that works? Why these funnels are separately? Because these are like different showrooms. Not all showrooms will enter at all level. Can tell 3 message again. I'm an insurance professional who can help you for retirement planning. Number 1. Dear businessmen, if you are looking forward for continuous cash flow, this message is for you. Third, dear businessman who is recently started and now you are thinking about planning your own financial planning, then this is for you. These are the 3 different things. So the first is a common message, second is for businessmen, and third is they recently who have started business. So I relate to that type of a person better. Now, which is good? All 3 are good. It depends upon which market you want to cater to. How can you deliver the high quality of fulfillment and customer service? Will all the 3 will be happy with the same service, or their service also will differ? Type down in the chat box. How can you resell? How can you upsell? What is the method that you have for resell and upsell? And one of the good thing is, how many of you want something special from me in this meeting? Type down chat box I. Great. I'm going to give you a special 14 days free offer, free trial for Prism Funnels. And the Prism Funnels introductory video, which was done for only our existing Prism Funnel participants, that is of 1.5 hour, is going to be your assignment for today. How many of you are going to do it? Type down in the chat box me. And you know what? I still know that even though if I give you this free, there are some people who will just watch it and just keep it quiet. Because this is the way that they behave with their own success. So, there are lot of things that is going to be there. And all the process that I am showing you, what if I tell you that this can be managed in Prism Funnels and your life can be very easy? How many of you would love to choose of making your life easy? Type down a chat box I. But to go through that questionnaire, I want you again to start thinking. Okay, I've created a special book on this. Just so is it a CRM, sir? Bhupendra si, मैं सारा चीज cover करूंगा. Don't worry. Right now, be focused with this. I'm going to give you this questionnaire. I'm not going to ask you to fill it right now, but this is going to be your assignment till tomorrow. I want you with a very clarity, and those who will participate in this, you are going to have an extraordinary time, I'm telling you. Because if you are serious to get your business online, then you need to understand this particular aspect of the game. How many of you want this questionnaire? Type down a chat box me. Let me get it from the other PC. Just give me 1 sec. Give me 1 moment. Share. Yeah, you want it, right? Just give me 1 second. Just click to that link and download this copy right now. This is going to open something like this for you. Okay. Blue Ocean questionnaire. The difference between blue ocean and the red ocean is red ocean is already bleeding with lot of competition. And if you want to score yourself, you need to work out on a blue ocean where you dominate the industry rather than people dominating you. And this is what are the special questions. Understanding your customer. Who do you define as your ideal customer? What are the unique characteristics? If you have already done silver, how many of you have done silver? Type down in chat box I if you have implemented 30 days challenge. In that, we had taken customer avatar. So this is going to give you a very, very detailed look on your customer avatar. Okay. So when you address this properly, you will have a better look on the subject. Now, once you have defined your customer avatar, see, I'll give you a very simple way also right now to do it. But I want you to go deeper into it because this is not the effort that you're going to do regularly. You're going to do it once because you are going to select the fate of your company right now. Okay? 4 qualities of the customer, dream customer. What are the qualities that you want? Number 1, they must be educated. Education does not mean about the degree that he has. I'm not talking about the degree. I'm talking about that for the purpose he's come to me, should be aware about. If he's going to discuss about retirement, he should be aware that I am going to meet him, that he is going to discuss me about retirement planning. Second, he must be frustrated. In the sense, what frustration? He wants to do something, but he does not have a way out. He wants to do it, but does not have a way out. He doesn't know what to do now. I think I want to plan for retirement life, but I don't know how do I start. That's a level of frustration. Like I'll give you a simple example. How many of you actually want to increase your insurance business, but you are getting frustrated because of you do not have a right path? Type down a chat box me. Now, when it comes to technology, let me ask you again the second question. How many of you are actually struggling when it comes to technology? Type down a chat box I. Are you the only one? The answer is no. You are not the only one. You are not the only one. I was in that particular stage 3 years back. And as on today's also, I learn a lot of things on everyday basis. But the difference is, I'm committed to do it and I'm not going to leave till I don't achieve to the desired stage. This is who I am. So there are 2 options. Either people crib or they take actions. The cribbers are always going to be cribbers in the rest of their life because they are being tuned to do cribbing. And action takers will find out the way out any which ways. Now, why am I saying this? Because the customer also is like that. There are some people who are cribbers. They will crib about the government. They'll crib about their life. They will crib about their family. They'll crib about their income. They'll crib about COVID. They'll crib about lot of things. But we don't want that kind of cribbers. We want those cribbers who are wanting to do something, but they have no idea about where to start. These are action-taking cribbers. Does that make sense? Everyone, type in the chat box, MS. Now, why I want to do this? Because I want to save my time. I don't want to meet and cater to those people who are not serious to meet me. This is the filtration. Second, they must already be buying. These people are generally, they are multiple place buyers. They are not one place buyers. They are multiple place buyers. Let me ask you, how many of you also attend multiple trainings? Type down in chat box, I. Be honest. Now, how do I know that you are attending multiple trainings? How do I know? How do I know that you are attending multiple trainings? Tracking? No, I don't track. On interaction? No, not even in interaction. By asking only, no. Because telling you, no. You also attended? No. Because a learner has an attitude of the learner. A learner has an attitude of a learner. That means he believes that I need to keep on upgrading myself. That is the belief structure that the customer has. So, those people who attend into training, yeah, absolutely, that's me. So, in fact, I know my customers very well. The reason is I have defined the customer. If your bulb is on, type down a chat box BO. Now you tell me, if I can do this, can you also can define the journey of the customer? If yes, type down a chat box, yes. I need this type of customer. Yes, this is what. So even before the customer comes to you, you are very clear of his habits. How much of freedom is that? Type down. Acha, have you ever seen me aggressive in selling? Type down in the chat box. Never. Why? Why I haven't have any kind of aggressiveness in selling? Can anybody tell me? Experience? No. Because you have a right strategies in place. That's right. But I have a right customer persona. Because I know which type of prospect is sitting in front of me. You know the skills how to make people buy. Yeah, but at the same point of time, Shamla madam, the more important is also to understand the buyer persona. Lack of client info or need. Yeah, so that's the big challenge. If you understand the buying pattern of the customer, yeah, the lead generation is good. Now, the lead generation is always good if your messaging is right. Kamlesh ji. So, the people who come into your group are basically brought by you. If you agree with me, type down in the chat box A. There are some people who are not happy with their own existing customers. How many of you are like that, who are not happy with your own existing customers? सर वो खून चूस जाते हैं, इतना कचकच करते हैं कि बात मत पूछो. दे आर लिटरली मेरा दिमाग खराब कर डालते हैं. नाउ हु ब्रॉट देम? हु ब्रॉट देम? Now if you know this, that you are building your customer base, it's not a choice, coincidence. No, it can never be coincidence. It is a choice. It is not a coincidence. It is a choice, because the way you speak is defining the customer to buy. That means customer will buy or he will not buy will depend upon the quality of the customer and the quality of your pitch. If you agree, type down in chat box A. Will no grow if we are careless. Will grow if you are careless. समझ नहीं आ रहा. Something is means weeds grow. Yeah, weeds grow if you are careless. That's right. And the fourth important aspect is they must purchase through my sales funnel. They must purchase through my sales funnel. Why? Because he is educated, he is frustrated, and he is already a buyer. So my work on selling them becomes easy. If your bulb is on, type down a chat box BO. Why can your life become easy? Is because you have already filtered your client in all these processes. When the customer comes to you, he is aware about what is he going to get out of you. And then it becomes easy for him to take from one journey to another journey, to another journey, to another journey. So buying is never in the minds of the customer, but how to sell to them is always in the minds of the seller. Are you getting through it? So when customer does not buy, the challenges of the customer or challenges of ours? Type down a chat box. Ours. Is the customer needs to be blamed? Funnel made easier to us to register to you. Yes, absolutely. It funnel made easier to register to us. At the same point of time, if I don't tell you that come in gold, come in diamond, go and buy funnels, you are not going to buy. How many of you agree? Type in the chat box A. So whose responsibility is to educate the customer? Anyways, my life, my responsibility, absolutely yes. But at the same point of time, if people want to grow, it's our responsibility to educate them to grow. Now, how does it work? Sales funnel look like? There is an ad copy. From the ad copy, there is mentioned that is problem and solution. When he sees a Facebook ad and he sees the pain points and he sees the pleasure points, that is the point when he wants to come to your landing page. What is the first job? Now tell me, what is the job of the landing page? Type down a chat box. What is the job of the landing page? What is the job of the landing page? Display offer, okay. To attract lead, okay. Connect, okay. Give us an information to the people coming to our page. No. The job of the landing page is to act like an accelerator. It has to be an accelerator to move at the next page. Again, the next page, it is again an accelerator to move at the next page. Okay. It is a journey of the customer. It is not a landing page, but it is a journey of the customer. So because he wanted to solve a problem, he's come to you. The solution that you provide there, arouses another problem that you have to solve in the next page. Does that make sense to everyone? Type down a chat box I. So generally a buyer is always a buyer. A buyer is always a buyer. The first step is important. If he has taken the first step, that means mentally he is ready to create curiosity in the minds of the customer. Yes, that's right. But suppose he has clicked your ad, that means he has some intention to actually get more information about the subject. If you agree, type down chat box A. Otherwise, why would I click to your ad? He clicked to your ad because he has some interest into it. Otherwise, he would not do that. Now, if he comes to that landing page and after listening to you, if he signs up, he is a better prospect as compared to the world who has not signed up for your information. If the bulb is on, type down a chat box BO. Now, the point is, I have two options. Either I give a call and I say, hello SRM, how are you? This is Amit Kothari here and I have a better option for your problem. Would you be interested? What is the answer? Answer would be no, because I have given a call to you. The bigger challenge is because I am giving a call, you feel he has bloody nothing else to be doing. That is why he is giving me a call. How many of you can realize this? That is the faith of the credit card caller who gives you a call. He is offering a good solution to you, but you do not respect that guy. How many of you have observed that? Type down a chat box me. But when you see an ad talking about free annual card maintenance only for limited period of time, only to Amazon customer, click right now before the order moves ahead, before the offer goes. How many of you will click that ad? Type down a chat box I. Why? Man, वो बंदे ने तुमको कॉल किया था यार. The guy gave you a call. You did not respect him, yaar. You just banged down the phone. But here, suddenly the perspective changed. The perspective happened. Oh, wow, yeah, that's good. Because it's my decision to click the button. Yes, because you decided. And that's what is the role of the online marketing system. When you show an ad, which is a requirement of the customer, and then you tell him that I have an option for you, that's how he clicks to your place. And once he clicks to your place, he is a better prospect as compared to a cold customer. If your mind is blown, type down chat box MB. When the customer decides to click the button, yes. And what our expertise have to be built is only this. Last 3 years, I have not done any other marketing as compared to online. I have not done any physical events. I am purely a digital guy. My on an average monthly ad budget is nearly about 3 to 4 lakh rupees as on today's time. Calculate as per last 3 years, what would have been a complete scenario in this case. And if I can survive on this kind of an working, I can bet, my dear friends, you can actually do it. How many of you are actually committed to do this? Type down a chat box. I. There is a process. That's why, I hate those people who practically they come and they go and they come and they go and they come and they go, and life takes it on. Your priorities change. You have different perception. You have opinions. You have an habit of jumping from one place to another, my dear friend. And I love and respect you, but I feel pity because you don't get stick to one particular concept for the rest of the life. Can you share the today's assignment link? So the first step is having a headline. How to create headline? We will discuss about it. Don't worry. Tomorrow the day is going to be that. Yeah, like a monkey. Absolutely right. So how do I create headline? How do I create my landing page? By the way, how many of you would love to create your landing pages? Type down a chat box. Me. Me. Lovely. Great. How many of you would like to create your own ebooks today? Type down a chat box I if you want to create your own ebooks today. I'm going to give you assignment. 2 दिन भूल जाना, आराम आराम छोड़ देना थोड़े 2 दिन के लिए. Forget about these 2 days of holidays. छोड़ दिया. Very good. Thank you. I am ready. Lovely. जय कुमार जी, fantastic. आपको तो भागना ही भागना है. You have to, as it is. Job छोड़ा. You have to be on fire. You don't have option. Okay? And I promise you with this, the moment I tell you about doing the stuff and you practically do it, you are out of your problems. That is for sure. Once I have clicked the person, I go to the second page where I am offering him about, now I'll show you what it takes, Like suppose you see an ad and that ad is about talking about retirement planning. Okay. And this retirement planning, he has understood. This ad is for me, और जिसके अंदर मैंने लिखा हुआ है get a free ebook about strategies of retirement planning. Okay, first thing. Once he has understood, he comes to my second page, and this second page is talking about video. And what video talks about? Great, congratulations. I see you are committed. You want to actually take a step forward for planning retirement. In the past, in the ebook which is reaching to your email box, I have given you all the strategies, but my observation is a lot of people, they go through the strategy, but they get difficulty in executing it. I am here to give you a very special offer for only for limited period of time. If you are someone who wants to actually get your action plan ready, I have a better offer for you. My name is Amit. I have been helping so many professionals to create their own retirement plan. We help them to create based on their own risk appetite. And in my one-to-one communication, into a one-to-one consultation, we will practically draw the retirement plan exactly that you deserve for your life. Remember, we charge 4,999 rupees, but since we are running on the consultation, you have an option to click the button below and fix your one-to-one appointment with me, where we will be decoding your entire path of retirement plan. If you are serious, click the link below and let's meet together. Frankly, tell me, my dear friends, you are sitting here. If you would have been in this particular place after downloading the ebook, if you would have got this option, how many of you would have clicked the ad? Type down a chat box I, and if you know, type down a chat box MN. Girish Agarwal says MN, one person says no. Sridhar says MN. Siddharth says MN, 2 people say no. Out of 20 people, 2 people say no. Is the ratio fair enough? If yes, type down on chat box yes. Not everybody is going to, as it is, buy it. That's perfectly good because I don't want to meet it. And now, can I send them a 5 days follow-up equal email sequences so that I can keep them warmed up? If they try to change with their mind, then they can still act. Suppose he fixes up an appointment, he goes to a thank you page. Great, congratulations, Mr. So and so, your appointment is fixed. Eager to see you. There are 3 special instructions. Number 1, please block your time. Once this appointment slot is gone, you will not get this particular benefit of 4,999 to you right now. Second is, please ensure that you have all your records and the details with you. That is going to help us to understand your current position so that we understand how do you take that at the desired stage. And third and the most important thing is, please check out with my mails. That is going to give you a lot of information about financial planning. Signing off right now. Thank you so much and bye-bye. Now tell me, is your telecaller in a position to do this job any which ways? Type down a chat box, yes, no. No, not at all. He cannot do this. But can you design this in your landing page? Yes, you can do this. अमित बट कॉस्टिंग ज्यादा रहेगा ना, बहुत कॉस्टिंग रहता है। दोस्तों आप सोचो, अगर एमडीआरडी करना है तो फिर आप पैसा खर्चा करने की तैयारी रखना। अगर आप पैसा भी नहीं खर्चा करना चाहते हो, मार्केटिंग भी नहीं करना चाहते हो, तो मुझे नहीं पता कि यार धंधा कैसे होता है। आपके पास हो तो मुझे समझाओ कि कैसे होता है, मुझे नहीं आइडिया। And tomorrow, I'm going to give you a lifetime, once in a lifetime type of an offer. Those people who are wanting to go for Prism Funnel subscription of 1 year, I'm going to give you that special offer for you. Stay tuned on that. How many of you think that if this can solve your problem, you feel that yes, this is the right solution? Type down a chat box, me. Now, who does click the ad? Who does click the ad? Number 1, who wants to solve a problem. The problem must be a burning problem. What are the pains of that prospects? What would give him pleasure? Why can't he do himself? वो खुद क्यों नहीं कर सकता जब उसको पता है there is a pain, when there is a pleasure, then why can't he do himself? Why does he seek your advice? Why solving that problem is important to him? How urgent is it for him to solve that problem fast? And how can you solve this problem? Please take the screenshot for this. The second homework I want you to do is to think on these aspects. One who wants to click this ad is the person who wants to solve a problem. What problem are you going to solve? What the problem must be burning, और इसका एक पूरा उदाहरण अपने पास में होना चाहिए. Unless and until we do not have the entire quality of our prospect, we can never devise the right message to the right prospect at the right time. So, suppose I am seeing an ad and today I am not thinking about retirement plan. Will I look to your ad? The answer is no. I will not look to your ad. But suppose there is an incident that has happened to my family today, where I have seen children harassing their parents. And I don't know what is that time, but at that point of time, he sees your ad. Are you someone who would like to live an independent life without being dependent on children's money? Would you be wanting to live an independent life for the rest of the life? My right message to the right prospect at the right time. Amit, how will I match that? It is because you are going on online, you are going to find these type of people any which ways, because people are large in volume and they are having requirement. Our job is to reach at them. Right prospect with a right message at a right time. Now, do you know what is the right time of the prospect? No, I don't know what is the right time of the prospect. I do not have any right time of the prospect. But when the person opens the phone at night 2 a.m., he is not sleeping because there is something that has taken away his sleep. And at that point of time, if he sees your ad, would that work or it will not work? Type down a chat box. That's why I said, that's why we work online. Absolutely. Right message at a right prospect at a right time. Only 3 rules of online business, nothing else. Your message interrupts, create interruption. Now, Amit, how will the message create interruption? I want again these 3 homeworks to be done by you. What are the problems? What are the pains? And what are the solutions? What are the problems? What are the pains? And what are the solutions? Bhupender Singh Tank, I watched your first 2 days course at 4 a.m. very first time. That's what I am saying, Bhupendra ji. People are there, but are you ready to serve them? If you are ready to serve them, you will find the kind of quality audience for yourself. What is the problem that you're going to solve? What is their pain associated to it? And what is the solution that you can give? So, again, your assignment. What is your assignment? To list out the problems, list out the pains, and list out the solution. Amit, kitna kaam karna hai yaar? How much things I am going to do? Till tomorrow, how am I going to complete? How many of you have this question in your mind? Type down a chat box. I. Don't worry. I will give you a Ramband Ilaj. I am going to give you a Ramband Ilaj for you, and you are going to thank me for it. That is for sure. The only thing I want you to understand is your flavor. I want you to think, because your customer can be addressed only by you, nobody else. I have all ready made, but it will not work for you. Why? Because your flavor is not there. Because otherwise it will be like a tota part. What are the problems? Let me just give you a brief idea about, so that we are on the same page. What are the problems for people who do not have retirement life planned? Type down in the chat box. What are the problems? I'm taking retirement because it is generally a universal thing. Okay. Okay. Money. What else? What are the problems? Dependent on children. Okay. What else? No work. Cannot maintain their lifestyle. Freedom. Lose respect. Health. Okay. Now, I want you to take one problem, write down in your notebook so that you know how do you complete this assignment. Number one thing is, write down one problem. No money in retirement. Example, one problem. The pain associated to that problem. What are the pains associated with that particular problem that I don't have money? There's no respect. There is lack of money, so you can't maintain the lifestyle. This is pain associated to that problem. Always remember, there are symptoms and there is a cause. Please write down in the chat box S and C, symptoms and a cause. I want you to master today symptoms. What are the symptoms? Old age is the cause. But no money in old age is the problem. And the pain associated to old money when you do not have money in your pocket, and the disrespect is the pain. And the solution to this is either you plan for it well in advance or pray God to take you away. I want you to describe in detail. If the person has a health insurance, what? If the person does not have health insurance, what? Before, after. Can you do this? Type down a chat box. Yes, if you can do this. The last topic that we are going to take, why we have to invest in insurance companies. No, yeah, insurance company is just a product. It's not a something which is going to be a big thing. And I'll tell you, never even stick around to that particular process. Insurance companies will be all different aspects, different things. In my last 20 years, I've seen so many things happening into insurance companies. You can't stick around for one company for just because you are married to that company. You are a brand. Absolutely, Ranjitji, you are a brand. So, if I know this, then if I know all the set of the problems, if I know the set of the pains associated to that problems, and if I know what is their solutions, what can you do to solve that problem? Like, for example, I can do a free financial assessment to them and offer a financial analysis. I can prepare an educational resource. I can do exclusive webinars to educate them, conduct workshops on different topics like retirement planning, investment strategies, or tax op. Personalized financial plan. I can prepare a financial plan for the person. The discounted rate I don't offer to this. Financial planning toolkit. I will prepare a toolkit with budgeting templates that can keep them on a complete calculation basis. Access to investment tools. Initial free consultations. Now I want you to choose one. What will you choose? Type down in the chat box. To solve this problem, what is that one thing that you're going to use? What is that one thing that you're going to do? Are you going to do financial assessment, free consultation, free assessment? What is it that you're going to do? Webinars? I would love to do webinars. Free initial consultation? Lovely. Personal financial action plan? So now you know what kind of the customer you want to cater, what is their problems, what is their pains, what is the solution that you can offer, and how you are going to offer it. Now come to the beautiful area of life. Okay. How to raise the service value? There are two concepts I want you to understand, that is price and value. Price and value. So, what will you define as price and what will you define as value? Yes, anybody. You can just share. What is price and what is value? What is your thought? Value is our time. Okay. Price is what we pay. Value is what he gets. Lovely. What else? Price is a tag. Value is what the customer gets. Okay. Value, growth of the client, wealth. Okay. What else? I buy a chocolate is with the price, but the fulfillment that I get of buying a chocolate and eating it is a value. Eating food in a hotel I pay a price. But having the food cooked by my mother when she's sitting in front of me and I'm enjoying is the priceless thing in life. People come and they tell me, Amit, people ask about rebate. And at that time I ask, what are you offering to your customer as a value, not as a product? The price of the product can be negotiated. The value of the product is always treated as a gift of life. Let's go. How many of you would like to create one-to-one? And would you like to create free or paid? Type down in the chat box. Would you like to create free or paid? Free, paid one-to-one, paid one-to-one, free one-to-one, paid one-to-one. Didn't get your question, sir. Siddharth, I am asking, would you like to go for a one-to-one consultation for your clients with a funnel which is free or which is paid? Type down a chat box. Free for now and paid later. Lovely. This is it. It should be, because unless and until I'm not sure of the value I provide in that 15 minutes or 30 minutes, it is actually not desired to charge. And that's why we are going to understand the process of time to time basis. But let me ask you a question. How many of you think that people are ready to pay for one-to-one consultation? Are people ready to pay for one-to-one consultation? Very few. Many are not willing unless they know our expertise. Only interested people, they will pay. Shamla madam says, your answer says few, hardly any. Freebies attract. Lovely, Sridhar sir. That's great. Okay. So let me say, how do I create an irresistible offer? So number one, how much is the price you think that you will charge for your consultation? Type down in the chat box. Okay. Somebody says 999, somebody says 499, 999, 199. Okay. Whatever your price tag is, put it across with that particular price tag. Okay. Whatever your price tag is, put across with your same price tag. And now let me understand, what do I say? I give you a consultation which is of 499 rupees, where I am going to discuss financial clarity, goal alignment, investment strategies, and risk mitigation. I am going to cover this. How many of you will pay and how many of you will not pay? Type down a chat box. No, P for pay and NP to not paid. So not pay, not pay, not pay, pay, not pay, pay, not pay. A lot of people 50-50. Very good. Now I say that is, if you go for this particular consultation, I will give you an extra benefit of a personalized financial assessment. And this is going to give you an in-depth analysis of your current financial situations, goal, challenges, and challenges during the consultation. Now tell me how many of you will pay. Type down a chat box, me. Those people who are converting, you write C. So one bonus and you converted. If you got converted with it, type down in chat box C if you converted. Can you repeat? I'm saying that if you buy 499 consultation, I'm going to give you financial clarity, goal alignment, investment strategies, and also about the risk mitigation. Second, along with this, I give you an additional bonus of personal financial assessment that is going to you will receive an in-depth analysis of your current financial situation, goals and challenges during the consultation. Now, not only this, I will also add a customized plan of action. That is a personalized step-by-step action plan outlining the specific strategies and actions you need to take to achieve your financial object. Now tell me how many of you are still converting. Type down a chat box C. And if no, type down a chat box no. I reject. I reject. Bonus number 3. I will also give you a comprehensive investment guide. Plan exclusive, gain exclusive access to our comprehensive investment guide filled with expert insights and strategies for optimizing your investment. 3, 4, exclusive financial webinar series. We have understood that those people who are taking action, these people need an atmosphere so that they can ask their question time to time basis with expert. When you go for a consultation, I'm also going to organize a very specific webinar with so and so personality who has been expert into this domain. And 5th, priority scheduling. As a part of this offer, you will receive a priority scheduling ensuring to get an earliest available slot at this moment. How many of you now feel 499 is worth? Type down the chat box I. You got my attention. Lovely. How many of you will still not buy? Type down the chat box MN, me not. All are good people here. How is this possible? It doesn't happen like that in the market. Okay. And now let me put this thing hard nuts to crack. Let me put this thing, the total value. And now let me say this thing in a different way. And now you tell me, how does this look like? So the consultation is worth rupees 4,999, which is absolutely free of cost to the first 10 people who sign up right now. Not only that, along with this, you also get a personal financial assessment worth rupees 4,999 value, where you will receive the in-depth analysis of your current financial situations, goals, and exchange during the consultations, challenges during the consultation. Along with this, once you sign up right now, you also get customized action plan worth rupees 1,499 value. Get a personalized step-by-step process to take the plan in action. Comprehensive investment guide with worth of 999. Exclusive financial webinar series worth rupees 799 and a priority schedule once you sign up for it right now. This Mindwell, it's only for 10 people, and those who are going to do it right now will get all these bonuses worth rupees 8,299. And not only this, this particular offer is completely free. How many of you would like to sign up now? Type down the chat box I. How many of you want more? Type down a chat box more. Now I'm going to sell the same offer for 499 rupees. Now listen to it. If you are someone who's interested to plan your luxurious retirement life, you can't leave this video at all, because this is specifically designed for professionals who's been working in so and so industry. And not only that, I have been an experienced player in this industry for almost more than 20 years, served more than 2,000 customers. In this one-to-one consultation offer, you not only get about in-depth knowledge about your own current financial status, but along with that, you also get a valuation of personalized financial assessment worth rupees 499, where I'm going to give you a I would receive in-depth analysis of your current financial situation, goals and challenges that you are during the consultation. What we have observed, that is, people have a lot of things in mind, but they are not executing it. And once you realize that yes, the action step needs to be taken, you need a customized plan. I will help you to prepare your customized plan with my experience, with step-by-step approach, with specific strategies and action you need to take to have your financial situation to the desired condition. The worth and the value for this is 1,499, which I'm going to give you absolutely free for those people who are going to sign up right now. Not only that, financial planning is not about one subject. You need a various expert insights and strategies. I have prepared a special combo which is of comprehensive investment guide that is going to keep you on track not only for today but for the rest of the life, with just fees of 9,999, which you are absolutely going to get as a bonus once you sign up for the consultation right now. Exclusive webinar series where you are going to get from the industry experts and a priority scheduling. All these put worth rupees, it becomes 4,796, but you get it right now only for the first 10 people with 499 rupees. This is the link. Make the payment right now and let's meet in our one-to-one consultation. How many of you would love to join this? Type in our chat box I. Now, sir, this is crazy. Please send. No, sir, I am so sorry. I will not be in a position to share you this. That is why when it comes to financial levels, people say that Amit hota nahi hai. I say, my dear friends, there's a process and system. And remember, this kind of crazy offer I'm going to give you for those people who are going to sign up for Prism Funnels tomorrow. How many of you are actually excited to listen to that offer? Type down in the chat box, me. Tomorrow, kal, aaj nahi, not today. And it's going to be a one-time offer. Creating irresistible offers. But for that, first thing is a lead magnet. Unless and until you have not solved the immediate problem of lead magnet, you are not going to have it. So, what kind of lead magnets can you prepare? First, financial assessment quiz, ebook, budgeting templates, investment starter kits, retirement readiness checklist, newsletters, debt reduction guide, retirement planning webinar series, financial education courses, exclusive client stories can all be acted as a lead magnet. Type down a chat box, yes, no. Amit, is it working? I want you to go back. Can you show the first page? If I want you to see what you used to read while magazines or financial magazines are concerned. You used to get all these things only. You used to get strategies and people used to pay for it. How many of you remember people buying magazines? Type in the chat box, I. People buying magazines. How many of you have yourself been a buyer of magazines? Type in the chat box, me. And what you used to get? Success stories, case studies, how people have managed. Today also people have this wealth coming in economic times. People read those. People go through magazines. Why? Because they need information. And if you are a service provider who can offer a right information at the right time, you will get money. In fact, I tell you, if you project it well, there is no ways that people cannot connect you. Now tell me one thing. People paying money to you and coming for the appointment, is that worth to you? If yes, type down a chat box, yes. How many of you actually dream of this? Yeah, but see, I'll tell you, all these things comes with a strategy. If you don't have a strategy, it will not work. You need a strategy in place. If you don't have a strategy, it will not work. And that's where you need to be focusing on this. I'm showing it looks good, but when you come it on practical, it's your connection has to be as strong as me. And that happens with practice. So if you are someone who has a temporary, that booth of working, then do not invest into money. But when you are dead sure about it, dream will be fulfilled by Prism funnels. At the same point of time, your action is very, very important. I'm making this every time because I know I have been buyers of the product. And I know that there are so many people who buy product, but after that they don't use it. How many of you have observed that? Type down a chat box, I. And frankly speaking, I actually do not intend for those participants who are somebody who's they love buying, but they don't use it. Actually, it pains me. It pains me because I've been into that suffering stage of my life. I do not want that kind of thing to be happening with you when you are buying and you are not using. How many of you can see through my intention is to help you to take your business at the next level? Type down a chat box, me. Money doesn't grow on trees. I'm actually filtering, discouraging those who are impulsive buyers. I'm discouraging those who are impulsive buyers because my objective is not just to go on with pushing you. My objective is to show you the mirror of your life. Uh, Am I actually showing as an IRDA consultant there? No, I'm not showing as IRDA consultant. Second thing, can you open your own financial planning firm? Type down a chat box, yes, no. Yes. Recently, there has been an update which has come in Facebook that you need to have an official license. Okay. What if I tell that I am running a course on financial planning and for that I charge 499 rupees? Do you think that anybody will come and tell me, boss, you don't have a license to do that? Finish. There are ways and means to do it. And we are going to create that. And my vision is that to create a community of those entrepreneurs who are actually, it's a changing, my diamond membership is like that. The diamond membership, my objective is to create a breed of insurance professional who wants to dominate their niche. My objective is that each of my advisor has to be as a dominating space in their own industry. Okay, let's understand. We are going to create one thing that is ebook at this moment. This is going to be again an additional assignment for you. Those who will be creating an ebook to buy tomorrow, I will understand that yes, you are there on the action step and you can create it because tomorrow we are going to infuse that lead book into your lead magnets. Okay, so these are all the lead magnets. How do you create an ebook? Are we ready for a practical? If yes, type down a chat box. Yes. If we are ready for a practical, lovely. You will be creating an ebook in less than, what is the time right now? 7:11. So you'll be creating till 7:30. Your ebook, no, by 7:30 should be ready. So I go to the tool that is known as Chat GPT. Okay. Is Chat GPT educated? No. It's a virtual assistant, but he doesn't know anything at all. So I need to educate him about all the things. So I write over here that is, uh, hi. वहां पे रिप्लाई आएगा, hello, how can I assist you today? I am an insurance professional. Okay, let me do one thing. Uh, just give me 1 second. Hmm. How many of you want this? Type down a chat box. Me. सब चाहिए आपको, सब चाहिए है ना? Everything. Free. चलो यार, आई लव दिस यार। करने में जान पे आता है, करने में जान पे आता है ना, इसके लिए तो कर यू हैव यू हैवंट गिवन यू हैवंट गिवन you have given it once. Yes, I have given it once. Yes, but there are a lot of new participants today. Let me give you this once again. Dil mange more. Yes, मांगने दो more. अच्छे बात है. Very good. So where is it gone? Let me download it. And oh, now I'm going to do something different here. At the same point of time, you can use these prompts and you can create it. But I'm going to rush with my own speed. Is that okay? Type down a chat box. Great. So this is a viewer and you do not need an access. Just make a copy of it. Once you make a copy, you will be in a position to get it. Getting it. Copy. Hmm. Hmm. You know what I'm struggling right now with? This is an MacBook Pro. I'm struggling to learn that MacBook Pro. Okay, fine. Link is copied, sir. Yes, I'll send it to you. Great. So now I am writing, paste it where you want. Yes, I've done that. So I'm an insurance professional. Please understand this. Now I want you to uh, go through the basics of it. I have to educate my virtual assistant of my own business. Should we do it on attract.io? Attract.io will not give you a ebook. It will give you checklist. It will give you your all those things. It will not give you an ebook process. Ebook, what I am showing is the best and the easiest possible manner that you will be in a position to create it. Okay. So I am an insurance professional. My target audience is IT professionals and I help them to achieve do we have to register for Chat GPT? Yes, you will have to log in, but don't go for a paid version. Go for a free version at this current moment period of time. You don't require a paid version for it. Okay. My target audience is IT professionals. I help them achieve luxurious retirement life with life insurance, health insurance, mutual funds, and equity. Whatever that you are specializing in, you can do that. Okay. So, health insurance and retirement. This is what I do. And give me a perfect customer avatar based on based on Indian scenario. Okay. Done. And now I am saying go. Magic, typed on a chat box, magic. It gives me entire customer avatar, the annual salary, married IT professional, Bangalore, married to Neha Sharma, 30 years of the age, no children yet, goals and aspirations, challenges, pain points, values, media consumption, preferred customer channels of connection to them, and key messages that is going to help them. If it is superb, type down a chat box, superb. Correct? This is what is the first. Now I'm going over there and asking about the pain points of the customers. Give me the pain points of my target audience. Great. Lack of financial knowledge, time constraints, uncertainty in stock market, rising healthcare cost. These are the pain points of the customer. Give me, see, you can go from this particular prompt, pleasure points for marketing perspective of my target audience. Control C, I go over here and I do it Control V. इतना इजी करके कोई देगा क्या आपको? हाँ, इतना इजी कोई करके देगा? Ready to use. Easy. How many pages of ebook consist? 25 pages. I don't know, yaar. Okay, legacy planning. These are the kind of pleasure points. Again, let me go on my prompt book. I go there. Based on the above pain point, pleasure point, prepare me a mission statement which acts as a differentiator to the market. Again, I select this, Control C. I go back and do it. Control V. Chalo. Get my. I help 1 lakh IT professionals to achieve financial freedom without the stress of financial uncertainty using an unique and tailor-made financial planning system. Good. I help 1 lakh IT professionals secure their future without fearing for market volatility through a proven financial planning method. Now, please ensure one thing: in social media, there are certain things which are flagged. So you need to know what are flagged, what information to be given, what information. This is an automatic system. It does not guarantee you about this, but you need to know if I am doing over promising in Facebook, they will flag my ad. Is that clear for everyone? Type down a chat box C for clear. Now, give me powerful opening lines to talk. I'm not going on this. I'm not going on all these things. Now I'm coming directly to Facebook ads or a Facebook book. I want to create an ebook to serve to attract my target audience. Give me 20 attractive ebook names that are compelling my target audience to download immediately. Tongue. Okay. Make 10 questions, 1 chapter each question, 5 solutions to each questions. Absolutely. You're done. Ranjit ji have created an ebook, created a book. Now he's an author. So, which is the book that you love? Mastering Financial Success, a guide to IT professionals. Let me choose this. Control C. I come over here and say, help me create the outline of this ebook. Tongue. Introduction, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6, chapter 9, and conclusion. How many of you find this? Boom. Type in a chat box. Boom. Now I'm writing over here. Help me write in less than 500 अरे 200 वर्ड्स. इंट्रोडक्शन 500 का होगा तो कैसे चलेगा? 100 वर्ड्स. 100 बहुत छोटा हो जाएगा. 200 वर्ड्स. डूम. Also add a copyright page. Okay. Done. This is intro. Okay. Now what I'll do that is, along with this, I will open a open a Google Doc. And I'll add a doc. Oh, here it is. I'll add a doc and name this as the book name. Okay. And now I come back and I do this. Control C, Control V. Oh, why it didn't come? Not copy. Oh gosh. It got copy at the wrong place. Acha, Control Z is what? Undo. अरे नहीं हुआ. चलो जाने दो. समझ गए ना आप लोग? वेरी नाइस. नाउ यू टेल मी, इतना अनपढ़ हूं मैं, फिर भी आप लोग मेरे से सीख रहे हो कि नहीं? टाइप डाउन अ चैट बॉक्स. Daddy, I don't know how to use it, but still you are listening to me now. Yes, sir. So why don't you think that people will not listen to you? Does it make sense? That's how it is, the originality of life, my dear friends. I come back, come here, Control V. Ah, yeah, it is done. चलो good. अब ये अपना नखरा तो करेगा ना, ये white ये वो forget. Coming here, help me write 500 words on chapter 1. Thank you so much, Surendra ji. Guru, you are. Thank you everyone. Chapter 1. Again, I'll copy this. Control C. Go down. Control V. Again, go chapter 2 in 500 words. Done. Chapter 3 in 500 words. समझ में आ रहा है? रंजीत जी, आप बोलोगे क्या मजाक कर रहे हो सर, अमेजोन का बेस्ट सेलर हूं मैं. Who has guts to deliver? Only he delivers. Other become philosophers because audience only. So, chapter 3 in 500 words. Now you have got the message, right? Clear about how can you create an ebook? आज कर लोगे? How many of you are going to do this? Type on a chat box me. If you're going to do this, lovely. Fantastic. You are so intelligent, यार. मजा आ जाता है मुझे. I just enjoy this. This is my life, yaar. I just enjoy this. From here, I go to Canva. Okay. And from this Canva, I go on create a design. Regional language, okay? Yes, absolutely. Why not? Whatever gives comfort to you, Sridhar sir. Lovely. It is fantastic. I would say ebook cover. Zoom. And as soon as I say ebook cover, I get so many options here ready. Now, what will I do? Any specific colors do you have in mind? What? Green color for money. Okay, you say green color is for money. Okay, fine. Let me do this and change this color to green. Is this good? Lovely. Thank you. So here it is self-motivation and it's a motivation ebook. So I say financial financial planning ebook. Okay. And I want to change this. I go to the name. Where is the name? I go and choose the name of the ebook. Mastering the Financial Success. Control C. I come over here and remove this. Remove this. Baap re baap, it is so big. Now what to do? Reduce this. Put it to 50. And let me do this. Line spacing as this. This. And it says 40. So let me do 40. Lovely. Okay. And one more thing that I need here, that is the subheadline. So where is the subheadline gone? Here. Entire name is not seen? Yes. Let's do it. A guide to IT professionals. Control C. I come over here, and what I'll do that is add a text sub headline this time and done. And this I again put it over here. Looks good. Now I want to add something more. I go on uploads. I have my photographs here. Let me go on my brand kit. In my go to brand kit, I have this photographs. I see all the photographs and this. उसको ही कॉपी कर लेते हैं. अब mine is a professional version, so I have this to remove the background. उसके पीछे तो भी दिखाई दे रहा है ये हीरो. सो क्या करें इसको इसको डिलीट करते हैं. गुड. थोड़ा इसको और बड़ा कर लेते हैं. ओके. एंड क्या करें इसको. अमित कोठारी. डन. एंड क्या करें लेट मी सी एलिमेंट्स या पिक्चर्स या फिर पिक्चर्स फोटोज. And let me say IT company. If I can add something like this. I don't know how it will look, but try kar lete hain. Let's see whether if it looks good. या फिर something like this. I'm just trying. I don't know. I'm not a designer or so, but try kar lete hain. Let me put it as back. Okay. IT professionals. No, but that will copy this. ये नहीं चाहिए मुझे. I want this to be sent layer as sent to back. And I want this layer to go a little dull. Done. Does it look good? Type down a chat box. Lovely. अब क्या करें इसको. डाउनलोड करते हैं. Let's do it. Download. And it's got downloaded as PNG file. But it looks very simple. I need something romantic. How many of you are romantic? Type in a chat box R for romantic. So I go to ebook. Oh. Book 3D mock up. Mock-up. I go to this and I go to composite and I select this and then I say next, and I say browse. Then I go to the download and I select this book. Then I say open and I say upload, and then I say आ गया यार magic यार, you all are magicians. And now I say next, and here it asks me you want PNG or JPG. I would say PNG. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Magic is here, man. Magic is here. चलो बच्चे लोग ताली बजाओ. It's so lovely here. It looks so nice. Aha. This is how you can do it. So, not visible. Oh, swear. It was not visible and तभी सभी लोगों ने वाह वाह कर दी. क्या बात है. It's so lovely. This is what it looks like. Shiva sir, happy sir, full of gratitude to you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. How to get the URL for sending? Oh, we have not sent it at all at any place at this moment. You've not done it. Is it great? Yes. Creation phase. Yes, right now it is just a creation phase. Right now, today we are just about on the first phase till 2 days remaining. How many of you are actually enjoying this? Type down a chat box. Me. Correct. Lovely. So now, me thoroughly enjoying. Lovely. A lot. Lovely. So this is what you can create. How much does it, the paid version of Canva cost? Actually, you don't need 40,000 rupees. Sorry, 4,000 rupees is the Canva paid version. But practically speaking, you don't need it at this particular moment. At this point of time, you can create lot of things from the free stuff, provided there is a creativity that is available to you. So you don't require it at this moment. Okay, now coming to the best part. How many of you want a gift from my side of the 14 days trial of Prism Funnels? Type down a chat box, me. Thank you, Kirit Bhai. Thank you. Yeah. And all those people who already a part of the funnel, please don't put it because you'll not get it at the same point of time. दूसरा user create हो जाएगा. आपका काम already शुरू हो चुका है. Okay. So now I want you to go to this site, that is https. I'll share it to you. app.prismfunnels.com. No, not this. Just give me one sec. prismfunnels.com. Okay. Sir, no, this pre-funnel. You do not require, Narayanji, you are already a part of Prism Funnels. So you do not, okay. Go and click on this particular site and just fill up this detail and do it right away along with me. And I'm going to give you some magic. Go. Once you are done, just fill up this form and claim your 14 days free trial. And let me tell you, you are the only privileged people who are going to be there. Now, I've given you on one faith that you are going to be there for these 3 days. Okay. I've given you this because as it is, if you don't know how to use it, it will not really work for you. So ensure that you attend the next 3 days. Okay. And just after doing this, type down a chat box done, because I want to show you something which is going to be a very, very useful thing for you today. Girishji done. Lovely. Fantastic. Everyone, there are more than 50 people sitting here. Type down a chat box done if you are done. Lovely. Shruti, you already there. Ranjit ji, yeah. Sure. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Please check your email ID. You might have already received the login details. If you have received it, type down a chat box R for received. If you already received, type down a chat box R for received. Lovely. Lovely. Now, please do see what am I doing. I'm logging in my Prism funnels. You can log in at the same time or you're not really required. Divakar sir, you have already known this fact, so you don't need to practically do it. Let me go in my another account. When I go in this account, this is kind of a dashboard which you get. This is the kind of dashboard that you get. When you go below, here you will see onboarding. Here you will see onboarding. Can you all see your onboarding? If yes, type down a chat box. Yes. Click on that. As soon as you click on, this is the onboarding video that we had created for our team. Okay. So please go through this particular video so that you can understand that what are the features that are available on this particular, not able to onboard. Not able to onboard means, are you not able to log in? Once again, please. When you log into your Prism Funnels account from the mail that you have received, go below and see here, not able to log in. Yes, not able to log in. There are so many people who have already logged in. Please check the login details which you have received in your email. Yes, logged in. So please check once again to the login details that you would have received. So let me show you what is the kind of email that you would have received. Let me show you your email ID that you would have received is something like this. This is the kind of an email ID which you would have created, you would have got, which is the ID and the password which is given to you. Just click on this, create with the email ID which you have got, and I didn't get mail only. Tanuja, how is this possible? This is not possible. I can see all the accounts that are created here at the back end. So those who have done it would have get it. Yeah, check on the spam. That's possible. Okay. Check in the spam or bulk. Okay. So this is the place where you are going to understand all the benefits which are there on this site. And tomorrow I'm going to show you some magic that is going to be actually not got any mail to login, sir. Please check your email ID, Ram Radha Mani, sir. Please check your email IDs. And as it is, I've sent you the details. You can go through that prismfunnels.com. And once you do it, you will be in a position to log in with your email ID. And once you do it, I have given the entire demo to this. And here on the place of onboarding, This is the kind of a video that you are going to see. Done? Type down a chat box. Done? If it is done, got it? I have not got. Please check it across with your end, sir. Not got an email, sir. Satish K, please check into your email IDs. See, these are the people who have already created the account. Let me show you in a different way for all those people who have created the account. Prism Funnels. And in my contact list, I will be seeing all those participants who have actually filled up. Contacts 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Anwar Hussain, Meenakshinath Pillai, Sunil Desai, Bhupinder Tang, Shyam Sundar. All these people have filled up the form today. Now, sir, this is my login created. Yes, absolutely, this is created, Narayan sir. Please check your email. You would have already got the details. In my in my mail itself, login here tab is there. Yes, I logged in. How to start? Yeah, so now you have got it. And onboarding is the process. Onboarding is the process. Click on that and go through the video. Right now, for today, we are going to complete the session over here. I wanted to give you this. This is just the start point of what you have heard about it. And tomorrow, we are going to go in the subject of how to get more leads by using funnels. Okay. By just doing something, you are going to create your funnels in magic. How many of you would love to do that? Type down a chat box, me. Lovely. Superb. Yeah, lot of things that you are going to do it. Homework. Your homework is first, fill up the questionnaire which was there. Second, the pain, pleasure and the solution. Okay. And then create a ebook. You already have one, so you don't need to create Ranjit ji. And at the same point of time, go through this onboarding video. Tomorrow we meet once again by 4. And tomorrow I'm going to give you an offer which will not be extended till the Monday, that is first. So if you are someone who is mentally prepared after seeing to this, please ensure that you are mentally prepared to be along with the journey that can help you to go. Not shown on the onboarding video, please. When you go on the site, you go below and check down the onboarding video there. Your answer. Okay, when you see this, go below and see on the icon over here, that is onboarding. Can you all see here? Type down a chat box. Sunil Desai sir, I'm sorry, we'll not be opening this particular link for everyone. I had promised that I'm going to give you the trial only to those who are going to be in the implementation phase. Please check out with prismfunnels.com. You will be in a position to open this. What are the things could be done by Prism Funnels? Shiva sir, please check out with this particular video today, and tomorrow you will be in a position to practically use it also for a while. Okay. This is a 14 days trial, automatically gets off by 14 days. And today you are going to get this benefit so that you can properly go through the introduction video. Tomorrow we will use it, and in the evening I will give you an offer to be there as a 1 year with a special benefit offer that's going to be there for you. Thank you so much. Video link, please check on the onboarding over here, Shiba sir. Okay. Please go through that. And this particular entire software is more focused for financial professionals. That means the strategies that we are going to plan, these are all which are a part of taking your business to the next level. Thank you so much. Happy about it. Type down a chat box. Happy. Will we get the recording now? No, not for this. Not for the implementation week. Thank you and bye-bye. God bless. For eBay creation, which platform? Right now, you can just use the G drive. After that, I will share with you something which can be for your use. Right now, just focus on that. Satish, try out in your email box. There has to be there. Or please re-log in at some other email. Thank you and bye-bye. God bless. Bye-bye.